Alright guys, welcome to the garage, welcome to the channel. This is my GoTrax GXL V2 Scooter. I've owned this for 3 years now, and I want to do just kind of an update video, a 3-year update video on this, because I had a lot of people ask me and emailing me about, like, you know, how's it held up? What is it? Does it work now? Any problems, issues? So I just want to address that in this video. Now, to give you an idea on the usage of this thing, this is mainly used in the summertime. I live in like northern Utah where it's cold in the winter or the fall. We're not using this during cold like winter months or the fall or spring. Usually it's like summer. My kids have been riding this to school like August, September, sometimes October, so maybe 3 months in the fall and then maybe a couple months in the spring. So maybe this is not used a ton. So it's not used year-round. If you're using this year-round, you're probably going to get a lot more wear and tear on this than I'm using it. But as far as battery life is concerned, battery life has held up pretty good. Over the last 3 years, there hasn't been a lot of degradation. It holds up well. In fact, the amount that it's being ridden, it's not really, we don't really run out of battery very often. My kids ride this, 2-3 miles at a time, come home, plug it in. So we're not doing long range on this. No one's commuting on this like 5, 6, 7 miles a day. So this is just kind of for recreation use. My kids are like 12 to or 11 to 14 that are using this right now, and they've enjoyed it, and the battery life has held up pretty well. This does have the pneumatic tires, meaning it has like an air inflated tire, so there's a tube in there. Luckily, we haven't had any flat tires. That was my concern with this, is I didn't want to be changing out these rims because getting the tire off seems like it'd be pretty complicated. The front rim has the motor in it, and it just seems like it's going to be really hard to get that out. So it does make for a little bit softer ride. I've had to keep the air inflated. Usually about once a year, I've just inflated the tires, and they've held up pretty good. The tires have held up well. Now the braking system on this has a regular brake. Like, this is a cable actuated brake, just like it would be like on a bicycle, where there's a cable here. I need to adjust this cable because the cable is being pulled in right now and it's going all the way to the handle, and that's something that needs to be adjusted, and it can easily be adjusted on the back here. So what that tells me is the brake pads are getting worn down a little bit, and I need to adjust that. So the brakes can be adjusted pretty easily. There's no, that's not a hard thing to do. Also, the accelerator knob, this thing's held up good. I like this accelerator handle. This works good. The throttle works good. No issues or problems there. So the functionality has worked pretty good. Let me tell you a few things that are not holding up so well. To release this handle down, let's say, like a lot of times when it's colder in the morning times, we'll take the kids to school. They'll fold this up, put it in the car, and then they'll ride this home when it's warmer in the afternoon. There's this knob you have to pull here. And then there's this lever here you pull back. It seems like this has just become more and more difficult as it's gotten older. And then this mechanism here, there's a pin here. This is locked, but I'm not sure if you can even notice that, but this is like kind of really wobbly. And so it's like when you're riding this thing, you can notice that this handle, whatever it is right here, is just kind of loosened up. Now I've tightened these bolts down. There's 2 bolts here. I've tightened those down, but it's still wobbly. So that seems to be kind of an issue because it's a little wobbly when you're riding it. Now, probably my biggest complaint with this is just there's a grinding sound coming from the motor. And I don't know if this is normal, if others have experienced this. If you have, leave down in the comments below. So if I turn this on, just hold down the button here so it's fully charged. Just move my kickstand up. I want to see if I can get you a video clip of how this grinding sound. The motor sounds like it's about to fail. And what I've done, I've propped this up so that it can go. You have to get going a little bit for this to start going, and then it'll start. So I want to see if I can get this started while it's up here. So I'm going to pretend I'm. That actually doesn't sound that bad. That actually sounds pretty good. I think the problem is when it's under load. So it's not making the sound when it's rolling freely. It's when it's under load. Let's see if we can get a video clip of that. So for that clip, I actually had my microphone clipped on right here so you could hear the motor pretty well, and I think that picked it up pretty well. You can hear that grinding sound. It only happens at low speeds, and it's when you're going slow, that initial, just the motor to get the wheel moving just sounds like it's about to die. I don't know what's going on with it, but it sounds weird. So guys, that's probably my biggest complaint mechanically on this, is that weird grinding sound coming from the motor when it's going slow. So when you're first initially starting off, as you get up past like 5 miles an hour, it goes away, but it really feels like it's going to die. It still works, and we're still able to use this, but I just wonder how much of the durability is going to come into play, and if that's just going to eventually going to be the cause of the motor dying, is that sound. Now, the big question is would I recommend this after 3 years? And I would probably say yes. I would still buy this. You can find, they still make this same one. The same one's still on Amazon. I'll leave a link down below from where I bought it. You know, right now it's going for around $280. There's been times where it's been lower, like $250. You know, so for around under $300, it's still a pretty good buy. It's still held up pretty well. You can't expect like super high quality for $300. I know that seems weird to say that, but like to get 3 years of use out of this, my kids have been pretty rough on it, I think, at times. You know, it's still held up pretty good. It's still running, thankfully, and you know, I'll be curious to see actually how long it does go. The battery has held up good, and so that was my main concern. But the motor, I guess we'll just have to see how long it holds up. But that's how this has held up over 3 years. I still think it's a good deal. You know, they're still pretty affordable, and you know, they're good for just basic transportation. Now, if you're commuting long, you know, you're doing longer distances, you want a more higher end one, you're probably gonna have to look at like the, you know, $600 to $900 scooters to really get a more premium type of a scooter. But this is under a $300 scooter. This is still a pretty good buy. I don't know if there's any better option out there for you know, just a regular recreation type scooter like this. I think this is still a pretty good deal. Anyways, guys, well, thanks for watching the video. I'll leave a link to this down below. Overall, pretty good scooter for the money. I am curious to know if anyone's had this issue with the motor that I'm having, you know, with it being sluggish, with it being kind of noisy, grinding when you're going at slow speeds, just taking off for the first time. Leave your comments down below. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.